Okay, we're over here back with another shop update video, starting at Elliotts' house, working on this Izzy Fab cage kit again. So you want to tell me what's all been done since I've been here last?
Basically you just got the truck decently masked off and then painted with a coat of SEM self-etching primer and then a coat of alloy armor. Then next, that way we can put the dash back in and hopefully it can stay in that time.
Okay, so hopefully, we'll get the dash in today. And then just keep working on tying pillars to the cab and patching the floor holes and getting all that done, right?
Yeah. Yep. Getting it ready to put the roof back on.
Oh yeah. Cool. When do you know when that's happening yet?
I believe sometime this week. I'll just have to see what Doug's schedule looks like to get it reinstalled.
Awesome. We're moving right along on this thing. This paint looks good. Normally we use like Rust-Oleum paint and Rust-Oleum self-etching primer, but you said this stuff was recommended. That way, like, it's a little higher quality. That way the harnesses don't knock it off the tubes and stuff, hopefully.
Yeah, yep, that's what I'm told, so I figure I'd give it a try and see how it works. But.
Cool. Let's get to work. Fit pretty good?
Decent. I think once we get tacked and forced into place, it'll fit decent.
Cool. I'm over here welding these patches in. Elliot's over there, got more of them up.
Alright, we got Paul setting up the camera for the shot.
Yeah, if only I would have remembered to just bring a GoPro and a stand, but this is what we're doing for you guys.
Whatever works.
Yeah, we're going to extreme lengths here.
If it fits, it ships.
It'll work.
Fall through the floor.
Long boy well. Man.
What's up to say?
get some little filler plates made to go in there. Would have been cool to do this out of all one piece of plate, but we don't even have plate that's long enough, so. All right, we've finally finished the B pillars. That was a lot. But now Elliott is cutting templates out to do the C pillars. And we're only gonna do the front there because it'd be hard for me to get to the back. And just the top section there like that. So we'll get that done, and then I think we're gonna probably patch these holes, and then we can put the dash in. Oh, thought that tack was the end.
My tack got you.
The damn ground shot off.
Oh my god.
Hey, dude.
It sounded like a fucking bomb went off.
Guess I can't weld that one in one go. Alright, so we got the C pillars done, and then we added a plate up top and a plate at the bottom down there. So today is turning into just a big plate work day, but we're hoping to get the dash in by the end of the day still. Next up is plates for dome lights. We're working on getting these front floor plates, or holes in the floor, patched back up. And we're using silicon bronze wire for the first time, so it's actually more like brazing than it is welding, but apparently it's has a much lower melting temp and is really good for butting up thin metal like this. So seems to be working good so far. Get these plates in there, then the dash can finally go in. All right, well, we got the dash in, but unfortunately the bolts up in the top won't go in. They're not lining up, just by a little bit, right? Yeah. Because of these little brackets are hitting our tube right there. Just enough to make the holes misaligned. So it's already after 8 p.m. We're calling it quits for today. We've worked hard all day long. So next time I come over here, first thing we're gonna do, pull the dash out, notch those brackets out, and then put the dash back in.
This needs like a little half moon.
Yeah.
Not much at all.
So.
I mean, I'd probably say an 8, maybe.
We'll get that taken care of, but we got a lot done today. Elliott cut a lot of plate out. I welded a lot of plate. There's, yeah, all kinds of plating in this thing now. Cool. Yeah, we did. We got a lot done. Yeah, the floor. After you cut the stock, like, I don't know what you even call that thing. The thing that was spot welded to here. Yeah. Well, after you cut that out, it's like all the strength went away, so we'd crawl in this thing and the floor just caved in the back. So we had to jack it back up into place with a jack and a piece of wood, and then add that plate. And now it's strong. You can stand in there again, so cool. I think that's it. Oh yeah, those are in. You got anything else you want to say right now? Or are we good?
I think that's it. I'm ready for a beer.
All right, me too. We're gonna go get a beer, guys. That's it for today on this. All right, guys, I'm about to put together the first off-season fabrication PRP seat mount. These are gonna be a bolt-in deal for at least the 09 to 14 F150s and Raptors. I don't know if the seat bolt pattern is the same for anything after 2014, but this will for sure fit 09 to 14 F150s and Gen 1 Raptors. I basically had a guy reach out, ask me if I could make seat mounts, and I said, hell yeah, brother, let's make some seat mounts. So here is this plate. There's a whole bunch of plates. You'll see it as it comes together, but I spent a lot of time in CAD on these, and I have it in my head how they should go together right now, and we're about to find out how it goes. So let's put these things together. This is upside down right now, and the first thing I'm gonna do is get these into position and tap. So I've already marked with a Sharpie 1/4 inch in everywhere, and I put a nice bend here to help me stand them up, which will be cool. So this needs to be like that afterwards, so upside down. We'll use some magnets here.
bells ring, I fall apart. My church bells ring, I fall apart. My
Okay, so I finished welding this part. Now I'm gonna flip it over and put it on these two pieces that are already bolted to a jig. Let me try to show you if I can do this without burning my hand. All right, those are bolted to a jig. And this will set on there. Same thing, 1/4 inch from all the edges, get it tacked, and then let's get it welded. That's a lot of welding. Okay, I just finished welding those up, and this is what it looks like. Bolts right into the floor of your 09 to 14 F150 or Raptor, and maybe other years too, I gotta figure that out. It's got a hole for your seatbelt or your harness. Yeah, lots of adjustment. I think I'm going to include the piece that, there's like a piece of angle iron that bolts to the bottom of the PRP seat, and then bolts to these holes, so probably gonna include that and the hardware as well. But I don't have that yet. And then there's gonna be a little piece of tubing under here because the floor is uneven, so to get it correct. But that's it. That's what they look like. These will be on offseasonfabrication.com probably pretty soon. So as you can see, I did end up CAD designing and having these cut and bent as well. For a few different reasons, I decided those are gonna be optional if you buy the seat mounts from me. And that is because A, these things ended up a bit more expensive than I would have liked. But when you're laser cutting big pieces of 3/16 out like this, it all adds up. B, you could just make these yourself a lot cheaper, just buy some angle iron and drill some holes. And C, PRP sells a bracket just like this called, I think it's called a universal angle bracket on their website. So if you're gonna order PRP seats anyway, you could buy mounts from them. Or if you buy seat mounts, add them to the order, whatever. For all those reasons, it's optional. So there's that. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.